What's up, freaks and geeks at Aedifex, and welcome back to the stream. We are here with the OCD Dex Challenge, more Pokemon Diamond. Normally we do Shiny Hunting or Mario Maker, or a combination of both on Sundays, but we are on the downhill slope towards Sword and Shield, so we're gonna keep grinding away at the OCD Dex Challenge until those games come out, and then we'll have a little bit more leeway in the schedule. We are 5 badges through Pokemon Diamonds. Let's see. Yeah, we've got 5 badges right now. We can definitely get 6 and 7 tonight. And then I think we'll get 8 and the Elite 4 on Monday. So I think our plan is to finish the story by Monday so that we can go back and do our catch-a-thon. And then we'll be able to start our next game, which will be Pokemon Black, or Pokemon White. I'm not sure which one we're doing just yet. One of the two. We'll be going to Gen 5. And we've got 2 weeks for that, 2 weeks for Gen 6, and 2 weeks for Gen 7. And then Sword and Shield come out. So the plan is to get through all our main playthroughs, and the secondary playthroughs are going to be YouTube exclusive. So those will kind of come out a little bit later. So we may not be 100% through the OCD Dex non-shinies before Sword and Shield comes out, but we'll be like a solid 90%. So that's the goal for right now. If we can get those other version exclusives knocked out before then, that would be amazing. But the realistic goal is to get our main playthroughs done. So we've got 5 out of the 8 gym badges. We're going to get 2 more tonight, and then we're going to finish the story on Monday. And that gives us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That gives us 4 days to do nothing but hunt Pokemon. So we do need to get some decent amount of training done, though, before we can take on our next gym. The next gym, his highest level Pokemon is a level 39 Bastiodon, so we need to get to the upper 30s. The only good thing is the 7th gym, her strongest Pokemon is only level 42, I think. So if we can get to like 37, 38, we'll scale pretty well from there. So I've got Shellos in front because Shellos is going to be doing a decent amount of the work for us for this gym, and then after that we're gonna get a baby Riolu from Riley here, so we'll have to work on grinding that thing up. That might be something we do off screen in between now and the next playthrough, because I definitely want that on the team, but they hatch at level 1, so we'll have a lot of work cut out for us. So now that we have Riley with us, he will heal every Pokemon after every battle, so we're gonna go ahead and just fight everything and get some training done, because he can heal us after every single encounter, so there's no reason not to. I'm gonna surf since it'll hit both. He's gonna go for Force Palm, which will probably almost knock out one of them. It does paralyze though. And he's setting up a rollout on me, which hurts. And self-destructing, okay. Which I believe hits everybody. It hits, yeah, the other Graveler for not too much, and then it hits Shellos for a decent amount. Don't kill Shellos, are you serious? Okay then. I'm trying to get this kid some experience. It's okay, it'll come back as soon as we finish this fight. So we'll go for a Rock Smash. His Metal Claw misses. Okay, we do actually connect, that's good. And I was gonna say, and now he's gonna self-destruct. I can feel it. One rollout almost completely destroys us. Okay, his Lucario does manage to knock it out. His attack goes up, it's a wild encounter, so it doesn't matter. And then we should just be healed back to normal right after that. We're gonna try to make sure we fight every trainer down here, because like I said, we do need to train up for the gym badge.
Thank you for following.
Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for your support. Oh, we got a 10% Steelix. Too bad we don't need Steelix. That would be some good XP though. Let's go ahead and go for Surf again. It is going to hit Lucario, but it's not going to hurt that much. He is going to Bone Rush the Steelix for not much damage. The Graveler would have been a better choice. And he's going to raise his speed. He's actually the second fastest already. Shellos is super slow. Magnitude 4, okay. Barely does anything to Lucario. That does hit Steelix for damage too, which is nice. And it's not too much. Okay, cool. So hit Surf, which I believe hits everybody. Yeah. And that's almost enough for the Steelix. Here, have this. Keep grinding. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Generous and clever. Bravo.
Thank you very much for the sub. Let's go for a Mud Bomb because we don't want to hit the Lucario again. Yeah, we are working on catching everything before Sword and Shield comes out. So we've got another week of Diamonds, and then we go into 2 weeks of Black and White, 2 weeks of X and Y, and 2 weeks of Sun and Moon. So we're gonna be busy. Yeah. Trying to catch most of, if not all of, the non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield come out, so we can just work on Sword and Shield and shiny hunting. Alright, so we got some Golbats. We do have to work on grinding right now, because we are ridiculously under-leveled for the next gym. His strongest Pokemon's at, I think, 39. And my highest is at 34. That's amazing. Thank you. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay, so we aren't fast enough to run away, so we might as well just get the XP. I'm trying to grind while we have Riley here, because after every encounter, he heals us for free. Is this all on YouTube? Partially. Basically, I do like montage style, so there's not like hours and hours of streams on YouTube. Exclamation point YouTube will bring up my channel. Basically, it goes over all the captures and stuff like that. And then the one in the title, exclamation point OCD Dex, will bring up exactly what the challenge is, what we're trying to do here. Because this is all... Oh my god, Shellos is so weak. I kept spamming run. That's my fault. Let's see. Ultra Ball. I mean, we still got the XP, so that's okay. And we need to Rock Smash those. But yeah, this entire playthrough and everything else that we're trying to catch is part of a Pokemon challenge that I made called the OCD Dex Challenge, which is catching every possible obtainable Pokemon. That's what that obnoxious number down in the bottom is about. It's not just a living dex, it's not just a shiny living dex, it is every possible form you can catch other than the Spendiforms, because we don't have that kind of time. Because there's over 4 billion forms of Spinda. Alright, so Dragon Breath on the Lucario. Snow Paralysis, that'd be nice. Okay. Hello, I want to do that. Go for it, man. It's really fun. It's going to take a while, but I mean, that's kind of part of why I made the challenge, so I could challenge other people to do it. So I would love to see you try it out. All right, that's a very good Surf. Knocked out the Onyx. Let's go for Mud Bomb in case our yeah, he misses. I don't have any Gen 2 games. Let's see. Virtual Console is only $10. But we did Virtual Console Crystal. That's going to be the easiest way to move everything over. Yeah, actually, I didn't have any Gen 5 games. I had to go get one because that's what we're doing next, but Gen 5 is actually the only generation I haven't played. Let's go ahead and just do this trainer battle here. Hey, this is no playground. If you're gonna play, battle me. I like how Riley's just staring at a wall. The Can't Leave Gym folks use this place as their training grounds. Yeah, I didn't have Black or White, and I've actually never played Black or White, so I had to buy a copy because we're coming up on having to play it next week. Gen 5 was my favorite. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. I actually grew up with Pokemon. Like, I had Red, Blue, and then I played most of the games up until then. I kind of fell out of Pokemon right before Gen 5 came out. Like, I finished Gen 4, Gen 5 came out, and I was like, no, I'll wait. And I never played it. I didn't play Pokemon for the longest time. Then Sun and Moon came out, and they were like, Pokemon's 20 years old. And I'm like, oh my god, Pokemon's 20 years old. So I went out and I bought Sun and Moon. And then I was like, okay, well, I got to go back and play the games that I missed. So I played X and Y. And then I was thinking, I was getting more into it, and I started watching channels like Crimson Seabed and A Drive, doing like collections and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I should do a living dex, you know? I've never caught all the Pokemon before, and I've had the game since they've been around. And so that's kind of where the idea of the OCD Dex challenge came from, was like, okay, if I'm going to catch all of them, I'm going to catch all of them. So here we are, 4 generations in, and Gen 8 coming out in 7 weeks. But I've heard nothing but good things about Gen 5. I've heard from a lot of people that it's one of the best stories in Pokemon. And I'm really excited because for the challenge anyway, nothing but Gen 5 Pokemon show up until you beat the game. Do you catch them as you go? Yes and no. What I had been doing is I've been going through routes, catching all the Pokemon, and what we started doing with Omega Ruby was playing through the story, just getting it beaten, and then going back and catching everything. It's a little bit easier that way because you have all the money from playing the game, and you have everything unlocked. You don't have to worry about getting stuck on a certain route or anything like that, or not being able to get to certain things. So we're playing through the story and then going back and catching everything. The only things that we've been catching has been stuff for our party, our gift Pokemon, like that Happiny. We get an egg at some point in the story and it hatches into a Happiny. Okay, so that Steelix is holding on. Okay, Shellis is actually doing really good this time. But what I did do in Fire Red and Leaf Green and Crystal was just catch everything along the way, and that was really fun, but it took a lot longer. When we did Omega Ruby, we played through the story and then went back and caught everything. What are going to be the hardest Pokemon to get? The hardest ones, hands down, are Deoxys, because there's 4 different forms of Deoxys, and part of the OCD Dex is catching every possible form. So that means you have to play through Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire 5 times, because you need 1 for the living dex, and then you need 4 for the different forms. You need normal, attack, speed, and defense. So you have to go through the entire game, get to the Delta story, and then get a Deoxys. That's going to be the worst, because if you well, I guess it's not the worst because of this, but you have to beat the Rayquaza or catch the Rayquaza and then go into the Deoxys encounter without saving. So that makes it a little scarier. And if you fail that capture, if you want to restart, you have to do the whole Rayquaza encounter over again. So it's definitely the grindiest. After that is going to be the Genies, Landorus, Thundurus, those guys from Black and White, because you only get 1 per copy. And I think they're version exclusives as well. How would you get Mew and Arceus? Mew and Arceus and a couple other mythicals like that, you can only get through events. And I was lucky enough to do the 20th anniversary distribution. So the ones that you can only get as gifts, you either need to get them through those events, or if you miss them, the GTS. The mythicals and regionals, like Vivian has like 20 different forms, but depending on where you caught them, Pokemon like that are the only ones that trades count for, because again, it's a challenge. It's not going to be easy. Everything you have to catch needs to be caught in its native region. It's got to have your original trainer name, and unless it's an event Pokemon or a region exclusive, trading does not count. So But yeah, things like Deoxys, they're going to be the most difficult because Omega Ruby is the only, or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the Delta Story, is the only way you can get a legit Deoxys. So you have to beat the game quite a few times. Shellos wants to learn Body Slam. Let's learn a better move. Actually, no, we're pretty okay with what we've got. Let's back out of there. Keep old moves. Yes, give up. Okay. And then there's some Pokemon that are still shiny locked. Like there's no legitimate English shiny Mew. Japan's the only one that has shiny Mew. I thought you can get them in Fire Red. I think it's still a glitch effect or an event code. Are you talking about Deoxys? Because you can get... Technically, you can get Deoxys in Fire Red or Leaf Green, but that was an event item. So if you were to do that now, you would have to hack in the event. And same for Deoxys, or not Deoxys, we keep talking about him. Darkrai and Shaman. You can hack in those events and redo those encounters. And those are the only ways to get those Pokemon shiny because they weren't shiny locked in those encounters, but nobody knew about it. So they just went in and caught the Pokemon. You could technically soft reset until you got a shiny. Okay, so Lucario handles that like a champ. So I don't know if we're going to be doing that. If I do anything like that, it'll be once we've caught everything else. Because like I said, I'm trying to do everything legit. And that's the main reason we're doing it all live. Is in a world where you can just hack in Pokemon or have someone make them for you or just trade for them. Like, I think it'd be really cool to be like, yeah, I've caught everything. Here's the proof. It's all on camera. So, I mean, that's why we're doing some of this grinding and stuff, you know, right now on stream. Because, wait, how do you get Shaman and Darkrai? Shaman and Darkrai were events also for Diamond and Pearl. And like you would go, I think Toys R Us did them. You would go to the store, get the little code, and then it would give you an item in your game. And then you'd have to do like a little quest for that. Or the event distribution. Because like I didn't get mine that way. I got mine from the 20th anniversary distribution. There was like 12 or 13 Pokemon they gave away that year. They were all mythicals and like really hard to get. I think the hardest ones to get right now, because of events and stuff like that, are like Hoopa. They gave Hoopa away twice, but it was so close together. They did like a GameStop code for Hoopa, and then they did Hoopa through McDonald's, which was weird. But they're not too hard to find on the GTS. The only thing with GTS is knowing if they're legit or not, which is pretty hard to test. I just wanted to know how to get one legit. Yeah, no, it's basically the only way you can get them legit is through those events that are already over. So right now you can't get them technically. If you missed it, you missed it kind of thing, which was really sucks. I'm hoping, what I'm thinking with Sword and Shield, the reason they're leaving a bunch of Pokemon out is I'm thinking they're leaving out legendaries and mythicals, and they can do those as event raids. It's like not even DLC, but like events, kind of like what they do with Pokemon Go. Hey. Okay, let's fix this real quick. Our Shellos just evolved into Gastrodon, who's huge. There we go. Our count doesn't go up though because we lost a Pokemon and gained a Pokemon. That's what happens when we evolve. But his stats are going to be so much better now. Okay, Double Graveler is kind of scary because they can both self-destruct. But Riley heals us after every encounter, so we're just going to go for it. Yeah, right now we're just kind of working on leveling everything up. Mostly our Gastrodon. Bro, if I don't get Bulbasaur and Sword and Shield, I would be very sad. Right? I'm pretty sure they're going to include all the starters. Like, that's a pretty safe bet. Like for a lot of people, well, for everybody technically, the starters were their first Pokemon. So I don't see them being like, oh, well, you don't get your first Pokemon. Like I can see them getting rid of some of the more random Pokemon. And for some people, that is their favorite Pokemon, and that would be really sad. But I think it'd be really dumb for them to not put in the starters, because everybody's first Pokemon was a starter. And then I'm interested for Pokemon Home, because Pokemon Home is going to be able to hold everything, like from Go and from Bank. So that'll be kind of cool. Which gives me hope that either the Sword and Shield sequels or they'll make another game where you could put everything in. I think this was just the biggest reason I think they didn't put everything in is time. If they were to delay the games to add everything in, that wouldn't just delay the games, because Nintendo owns everything that's involved with Pokemon. That would delay the merchandise, that would delay the card game, that would delay the anime. Like, that would just be a really bad idea to put the games out late, because everything revolves around promoting the game. So if that part of the coding didn't get done in time and they needed to delay the game, they would have to delay all of their products, which from a business point of view is like a terrible idea. So I get where they're coming from. Let's go for the Krogunk since it's poison. They've been outright said that though. That's just me trying to be like, okay, well maybe they're not just putting in every Pokemon for an actual reason other than they didn't want to. Okay, high jump kick. Ooh. That does a lot of damage. Okay, but we live. And Gastrodon gets the kill. Nice. Gastrodon is very low though. Let's go for Water Pulse. See if we can get this thing confused. Okay, so he hurt himself, almost killed himself. Water Pulse. Gastrodon coming in clutch, getting the kills. And we get a crit. What shiny Pokemon do you have? It's a two-part answer that I personally have. I have quite a few, but for the challenge, I've got 15 or 16. Let me take a look real quick. I've actually got, I'm a giant nerd. I'm trying to catch 2,200 Pokemon. So I do have a list of everything that we have. Let's see. For the OCD decks, shinies, we've got a Weedle, a Kakuna, a Rattata, an Ekans, a Zubat, a Geodude, a Bellsprout, Ponyta, Magikarp, Gyarados, Sentret, Cleffa, Mareep, Wooper, and Zygarde. Zygarde was from the event though. And Tapu Koko. We got Tapu Koko from the event. Cool. So yeah, about 16 shinies. Not a nerd, just smart. Oh, we're getting attacked by something. It's okay to be both. Alright, level 31 Gravelers. We just go for a Surfkin. I haven't had any shiny luck in Diamond yet, though. Haven't seen anything. Wow, you have a lot more shiny Pokemon than I thought. Yeah, no, we have a decent amount. I've only gotten the 2 in Let's Go. We just started shiny hunting in Let's Go not too long ago. The Gyarados was from Crystal. Obviously, you get one for free. The Zygarde and the Tapu Koko were from events. Most of them are from the shiny race. There was a series that we were doing that's going to be coming back. We just basically stopped doing it because we moved, and then it kind of got pushed back because of other things, and now the timing of Sword and Shield. But there was a shiny race series that we were doing in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's where a lot of those came from. And those, oh yeah, I forgot we counted those. Those are kind of like a half and half, because I do want to replace the ones that we caught in that series, because it's let's get away from these Golbats. Sorry, I'm trying to have like 3 different conversations. There's a thing called Cute Charm, which you can do to Gen 4 games. Basically, if you have a Pokemon in the front of your party that has Cute Charm, and you have the correct combination of trainer ID and secret ID, your shiny odds go from like 1 in 8,000 to 1 in 20. So it's a really fun mod to play around with, but I don't know if I would 100% call them legit. It was just for like a fun little YouTube series. We're confused. Of course we're confused. Okay, my ground moves can't hit these guys. Let's just keep trying to run. Yeah, for the challenge itself, I don't have too many because I think I'm going to actually take out the Cute Charm Pokemon because it is technically a mod. Do you care if I spoil what happens if you complete the national dex in black and white too? No, you're good. I think, I don't know if it's those games or another game, but I know there's something that if you get the national dex and you finally catch everything, it gives you like nothing, like a piece of paper. Because I remember someone else was talking about that when we were playing Crystal. But I didn't know what game it was. So we've got Surf coming in, which should be able to finish everything. Okay. Free shiny Haxorus. Okay, that's even better. There's one game where you go all the way, you go out of your way to complete the national dex and you get a certificate. And it's like, you did it. That is a much better reward though. I will definitely need to play those because we need a shiny of everything, so. And I think that's actually why we were counting the, what's it called? The shinies from Cute Charm originally, is because there's like 1,000 something shinies that we need. Like half of this, almost half of this is shiny Pokemon, obviously. And we were like, well, the shinies that you can get from Cute Charm isn't even half of all the shinies I need. But we can get the entire Gen 1 Pokedex completed with Let's Go. And I would imagine, here's my prediction. I think you're playing the game that gives you nothing. Diamond and Pearl, that would make sense. I would imagine that after Sword and Shield comes out, we're getting one of two things. We're getting Gen 4 remakes, or we're getting Let's Go for Gen 2. Like Let's Go Gold and Silver, whatever they want to call it. Because I can definitely see them making more Let's Go games. Oh, we got a crit on Lucario, that sucks. Does that mean it's a crit on Graveler too? No, it's a roll for each individual Pokemon. Okay. That's okay, we get healed. Okay. I think there's an item. Nope, no item. Let's see what these... No, we want to try to run from that. The thing is, Gastrodon is so slow. Yeah, I think actually now that we're kind of talking about it, like, I definitely want to go back and finish the Cute Charm Shiny Race, but I don't think I'm going to count them towards the OCD Dex count. I think it's just going to be its own thing. Let's Go was for Pokemon Go players to transfer main series games. Oh yeah. Let's Go was to get new people into Pokemon, like straight up. It was nostalgia for people who played the original games, and it was to get the casual Pokemon Go players into the Switch games, so that when Sword and Shield comes out, they'll be like, okay, I liked Let's Go, I'll buy this game. Lucario's confused, the Lucky Duckies are on our side. Goes for a Metal Claw against the Onix. Probably kills it. Almost. So my Water Pulse will not be wasted. Let's Go by no means is my favorite. It's a solid okay, but it was fun. Like, I had a fun time with it. And it's time consuming, but it's really easy to shiny hunt in Let's Go. So I do like it for that. As a collector and obviously doing this ridiculous challenge, Being able to shiny hunt just by setting up a chain and then waiting around is really easy, as opposed to like Dex Nav and stuff like that. We'll go for Water Pulse on the Golbat too. Okay, I'm gonna try this. You're gonna go for the challenge? Uh-oh, Lucario's beating himself up over here. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. Shiny hunting is time consuming already, right? Shiny hunting, it's fun and it's really frustrating. I think it's more fun if you're streaming, because that way you can just kind of talk with people while you're doing it, or if you have somebody hanging out with you while you're shiny hunting. Because the shiny hunts that I did with Let's Go, I had a friend over and we just kind of were hanging out while the game was on, kind of thing, and then hanging out with the chat. It definitely makes it go by a little bit better than if you were to do it by yourself. I'm not brave enough. No, it's a lot of fun. How do you set this up? Let's see. If you go to that video, OCD Dex, it takes you to a YouTube video, goes over all the rules, and then there is a Google Docs, the list that I have actually, but it's blank. How much does it cost? If you're trying to stream, it depends on how you want to go about it. There's wireless streaming, which you can get your DS set up for that for like $50, or you can buy a capture card, which is what I've got. They were cheaper, but they changed the laws in Japan where you can't modify consoles. Like that's against the law now. So they've gone up in price significantly. I think they go for like $400 now, which is just ridiculous. I was lucky enough to get mine right as that was changing. But for Sword and Shield, streaming is really easy because you can just buy an external capture card. An Elgato HD60 goes for like $60. Plug that into your laptop or your computer. There you go. Or if you wanted to go internal, I think it's like $130. So, I mean, there's different answers to that because it kind of depends on how much you want to get into it. I already had a really good gaming computer, just because, you know, that's my hobby, is playing games. So all I had to do was buy a capture card and then the 3DS with the built-in board. Microphone, boom arm, stuff like that. It's kind of all over the place. It depends on how much you want to throw into it, to be honest. All of my stuff has just been casually upgraded as I've been going. I've been streaming for a little over a year now. It's not like I went out and bought everything at the same time. I would say the very minimum, I would get like a USB mic and a cheap webcam so people can see you. People make the connection with the person more than they do with the game. That's one of the biggest thing about Twitch, is we're all here to kind of hang out with each other. We're not here for Let's Plays necessarily. Like it's part of why we watch these people. Because I don't just stream. I watch people on Twitch and stuff too. We'll go to Luxray real quick. So if you get started, get a webcam so people can see you and connect with you, not just, oh, this guy's playing Pokemon, cool. I'd say that's the most important thing. Make sure people can hear you and see you. The quality of your layout and your game and stuff comes second. Like, people are there to watch you. You know what I mean? Because I've been streaming, like I said, for about a year, very casually. Up until this last year, I wasn't doing it very seriously. Once I started doing it more consistently, you know, I was able to put more into it because more people were coming by. I actually did get affiliate a couple of months ago. He switched, so we're about to use an electric move on a rock Pokemon. That's not good. If you haven't seen him yet, look up a channel called Alpha Gaming, ALPHA. The guy's name is Harris Heller. He is a very good teacher on how to get everything set up, how to do streaming and stuff like that. I don't work with him or anything like that. He's obviously much bigger than I am, but I just find his stuff very useful, and he's a really good guy, so. Okay, so we're gonna go for the Floatzel instead, because Sudowoodo is rock type. You don't need to be messing with that. Let's get this Floatzel out of here. I have to go soon. What are your schedules? My schedule is always, if you're on mobile, swipe over to the info tab and I upload my schedule every Sunday. If you're on desktop, it's right below me. Or if you do have Twitter, !Twitter, I upload my schedule every Sunday night after we stream. Or if you have Discord, I've got like all the social media pages. I've got a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, whatever your social media of choice is. Every Sunday night, like after we stream, the schedule for the next week will go up. So thank you very much, Kid Hawk. But right now, the times are kind of all over the place because I just got a new job and all that. But right now, we're going to stream at least 5 days a week until Sword and Shield comes out. We're going to try for every day, but you know, stuff happens. So maybe not every single day, but at the bare minimum, we're going to do 5 days a week so we can try to get as close as we can to catching all of the non-shinies before Sword and Shield come out. So I'll be on for quite a while. Usually stream like anywhere from 2 to 4 hours at a time. Okay, hopefully that's enough for the Haunter. But yeah, if you follow me on any of those, feel free to reach out to me if you're going to try the challenge. I can definitely help you get set up and figure out, you know, what games you need to play and all that good stuff. It is a lot of fun. And if you do have a Discord, if you jump on the Discord, we have a little section dedicated to the LCD decks, and I've got a couple more people interested in starting it. It is pretty intimidating. Your Discord doesn't work? Uh-oh. Let me just grab a new link real quick then. Let's see. Invites. There we go. That is straight from the Discord page, so I think I may have unclicked set it to never expire, so I will fix that on Nightbot after we stream today. Okay, so we're healed back up. How are we looking? Guesser's not at 33. Okay, I need to be like 36, 37. We do need to fight the trainers in the gym. We might be able to get through that. I am going to put Luxray in the front real quick, though, for these Galactic guys, just so we're not taking forever with them. And because Luxray is faster, we can run away from things. Okay, so we're both at level 34. Luxray is Intimidate, takes forever. Alright, let's fight these Team Galactic grunts. I get it now, you're responsible for agitating the Pokemon. I don't care what reason you may have, but I don't want you bringing any trouble into mine. We're Team Galactic, we'll take all the Pokemon we want. Isn't that right, partner? You said it, brother. So that's what we're gonna do. We're abducting all the Pokemon from this rusted out Iron Island to share in all the joys and all the sorrows. This is how all the trainers and Pokemon live in Sinnoh. I won't allow anyone to defy that code of ethics. I can read, I swear. It's actually not as bad as I've done before. Come on, Aedifex. This is one battle we can't lose. Don't worry, we could never lose because I'm the main character. Even if I lose, we come back and it's like nothing happens. Oh, they've got 6 Pokemon. Okay. I was expecting the Zubat spam. That's why we switched to Luxray. So I will just try to focus on those. Obviously, I can't tell him what I'm doing. Riley and his Lucario are just kind of going to do whatever they want. So we'll just spark the Zubat. And we're faster, so that works out. Okay, I gotta go. See you tomorrow or the next day. Okay, cool. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the sub. And I'll look forward to you trying the challenge out, man. That's exciting. I will be back tomorrow. It might be really late, though. We'll see. We'll go from there. But I'll see you soon. All right, so his Force Bomb knocks that out. So we're down to 4 more Pokemon. And Luxray gets the level up, which is good. Okay, we got Crunch. That's actually really good. Let's replace Bite with Crunch. I mean, it's good that Luxray's getting leveled up, but we've got weaker members in the party. But again, I was expecting the Zubat spam, so I just wanted to get through this fight. We'll work on training up Gastrodon some more with the gym trainers. So we'll just go Spark again on the Zubat. And that should one-shot it again. Oh, it's a bulky Zubat. Oh, no, we didn't go first. Pay attention, Travis. Okay, so Krogunk is poison fighting. It's going for revenge. We didn't hit him though, so it shouldn't be too hard. Super effective because of Lucario's Steel. And Golbat, okay. So I was expecting Zubat spam. I wasn't expecting it that ridiculousness. I can speak. Okay, Spark. We're only one level up. I think it should still be enough though. Spark with Stab. Yeah, there we go. And Lucario's Bone Rush should be super effective. There you go. One shot and crit. They've got one more Pokemon? Yeah, it's a Stunky. Let's use our new Crunch move. It's a straight poison, so if Lucario Bone Rushes it, it's over. But Crunch does a decent amount of damage. Oh, you missed. Smoke Screen's gonna lower our accuracy. How does it not hit both of us? That's interesting. We'll Spark again. It should be enough. Spark with Stab. 3 levels up. Yeah, there we go. That takes care of the Stunky. And the Galactic Grunts. I feel like crying. This is so sad. What a tough combination. I can't believe it. Stop. I said stop. Your combination is so sick. The both of you and your Pokemon. Let's beat it, partner. You said it, brother. We don't know what Team Galactic's big plan is anyway. Thanks, you really helped me out. Listen, I have a Pokemon egg here. Would you like to take it with you? I do. I want to use it in my party, but it's going to hatch at level 1 and it's going to take so long. I intend to test my skills in other places from now on. Let's meet again. Take care on the way out. Okay, so we get out of here. It's going to be another elevator up. And we need to make sure to get this item, because it is a shiny stone. And since we are trying to catch everything, we need items to evolve everything. Oh, we didn't change back. I guess that's good though. We didn't switch back to Gastrodon. We have Luxray in the front, who's weak against rock and grounds, or ground specifically, but he's faster, so he can run. Okay, so let's grab this shiny stone, and then we'll head on out. Let's not move Gastrodon just yet. Gastrodon is really slow. Steelix. We're actually having some pretty good luck with these Steelix. Steelix is only a 10% encounter, and yet we've seen like 5. We need to run from it though. Okay. Iron Islands. Okay, now we'll switch Gastrodon back to the front. Do you want to sail somewhere? Yes. So we go back to town. And we'll make our way to Canalave Gym. Should be right here. And instead of doing the puzzle, we're going to try to fight every trainer. Just grind up that much more. A gym isn't only about seeing how tough your Pokemon happen to be. It's so much deeper than just that. It's a test of you as a person. That's deep, man. Okay, Okay, he's got an Onyx. Level 31, which I think we're actually higher than. 33. Surf. He's gonna dig. We'll just surf again. I feel like that's gonna hurt. No, not that bad. Okay. Okay, so we're 2 levels up. Type advantage with stab. Not too shabby. 717. It's a good chunk. I'm hoping to get to like 35. If I can get to level 35 before this gym fight. Let's see, where are we going to go? I've got a picture of the gym here. That goes nowhere. That goes to another trainer. And then we'll go back. Like I said, we're trying to grind levels right now. Up and down you go on the lifts. Me, I like to battle. It's got 3 Pokemon. Starting with an Onyx, who is level 28. Okay. So Water Pulse. It's gonna dig. Should have known that. We'll Water Pulse again. Dig doesn't hurt too much. Okay, that is enough. Good. He's got 2 more Pokemon. Another Onyx. Which is level 28 as well. We just should assume he's going to dig. Okay, good. I was going to say we should assume he's going to dig, so he should set up Rain Dance, but I just spammed the button anyway. And then he didn't, so we're good. And a 3rd Onyx. This should get us at least to 34 though, or at least very close. They're all level 28. He does not dig. Gastrodon's pretty bulky actually. 126 at 33. Is it enough to get to level 34? Almost. Dang, okay. Okay, so we beat him. Yeah, Luxray's 35 and is only 104. Murkrow's 34 and is only 88. Gastrodon's pretty bulky. Let's give it a potion real quick. Okay. And then we'll find some more trainers. We're not quite ready to take on Byron. Let's see. This goes up there. So we go to this one. Which will, oh, that's literally the one we just took. There we go. An ace has the knowledge and experience of battling at high levels. I'll demonstrate what that means to a noob like you. Noob. Some of the things that they say in this game definitely tell you is made in the 2000s. Alright, Skorupi. Which is really weird for a steel type gem. But we can just Mud Bomb. Acupressure is gonna boost something, I definitely forgot. It's special attack. Skorupi is poison though, so Mud Bomb with stab almost does enough. We'll just go for Water Pulse. Iron Tail. Does not affect me at all. Oh, he resists steel moves. That's really good. So Gastrodon is definitely the one we need for this gym. And we get to level 34. And he's going for a Steelix, which we'll stay in for. Because we just surf on it. It's level 32. And we're faster. That is good. Is it enough? It is. Nice. Good job, Gastrodon. Level 32 Steelix should be some decent XP. 1344. Okay. So if we do actually look for all of the trainers, we should be able to get to 35 or 36 before we get to Byron. So this will take us up to the 3rd floor. Alright. Takes us over here. We've got to go this way. If I go right, that takes me to Byron. Right? We're on the 3rd floor. People in Pokemon have worked together for many years. Let us show you an example of that history. I do think it's cool that you can actually see down there, though. You can see the floor below. Worker Gerardo. Okay, I've got this guy. And then there's one more to the right. Iron Tail. And I think that's all the trainers. There's 2 there, 2 there, 3 there. So I think we'll fight this guy. We'll fight the guy next to him. And we'll go and get healed so we can restore all our moves and all our health without burning items. And then we will take on Byron. Hoping to at least get to 35. Which I think with this guy and the next trainer we can definitely do. Slam. Surprisingly doesn't hit that hard. So Gastrodon is actually doing some work. Water Pulse knocks it out. Okay, so we'll go to the right. To the right again. Fight this guy. I think there's one more trainer we're missing. That's okay, though. Challenged by Black Belt David. He's got an Onyx, which is level 30. Resisted. Very nice. So Byron has a Bronzor, a Steelix, and a Bastiodon. So Bastiodon's going to be my biggest concern because he's Rock Steel. The Steelix is level 36, which is a little scary, but we're level 35 and we can surf on it and probably kill it. The Bronzor, I might actually lead Luxray so we can just thunder it. Or I might lead Murkrow since Bronzor is Steel's Psychic. I think Steel resists Dark, so it'll just be neutral hits. But I could just spam Pursuit, hoping that he changes into one of the Rock Pokemon. Because if you use Pursuit and he changes, it does double damage. Let's take that. We're going back down to heal real quick. And we're on the 1st floor now? Yeah, okay. So let's back out of here so we can go heal, get all our moves back, and we will take on Byron. If I can remember how to ride a bike. So I'm pretty sure our play is to put Murkrow in first, spam Pursuit, in hopes that he changes, because it does double damage. And the Bronzor has nothing that we are weak against. It does have Hypnosis though. So let's give a Chesto Berry to Murkrow, because it'll wake up from sleep. So we're going to lead Murkrow. The only thing I need to be concerned about from the Bronzor is Hypnosis, so we got a Chesto Berry, which will wake us up from sleep immediately. Nope, that's the trainer. This one? Okay, let's see if I can remember this. So I go this way. This way. That leads to nowhere. That leads to nowhere. I'm pretty sure it's the route that has you fight all the trainers, because in order to get there you need to fight all the trainers. So that slides us here. That goes down. Well, that's unfortunate. The only trainer we've missed. Putting Luxray in the front because for whatever reason she has an Azumarill. By focusing on only one type, you can really see the strengths and weaknesses of that Pokemon. So it's assuming you're leading a fire Pokemon because it's a steel type gym, so she has an Azumarill to be like, oh yeah, if you're using fire type, too bad. So we're just gonna go Luxray, lower its attack and Spark and get out of here. We saw you. Azumarill is pretty bulky, but ooh, almost gets one shot. Iron Tail. Just next to nothing. Spark and game. Okay. That should get Luxray at 36 actually. Azumarill's a secondary evolution. There we go. And we beat Brianna. Okay, so I think that's all the trainers now. Let's make sure we put Murkrow back. And up we go, down we go. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's save this game. It's gonna take like 20 minutes. Malroith! Hoi! I tried to read what you said and your name at the same time. Alright, we're gonna take on Byron. He's leading with a Bronzor, a Steel and Psychic. So we're leading with our Murkrow. The only thing we need to watch out for is Hypnosis. So we got a Chesto Berry so we can wake up immediately. I'm hoping that he's going to try to switch into a Pokemon with a rock move against our Murkrow. So we're just going to spam Pursuit. It'll do double damage if he changes. I see, you've defeated my son, but that's no surprise. He has still much to learn. Placing my son Rorik, I, Byron, will take you a challenge. We've got Gastrodon leveled up to 35. We should be able to get a lot of work done. Even his beard is purple. Goals. Alright. Bronzor level 36. Murkrow's level 35. We are under-leveled. But we are faster. Pursuit's just going to be a neutral hit because he's Steel Psychic. Flash Cannon. Does a decent amount of damage. Just keep spamming Pursuit in hopes that he changes. Flash Cannon. Gastrodon looks like a Ben 10 alien. I can see that. Okay. He's just gonna spam flash cannon. Which I think we need to heal after this. Oh, Murkrow. I think we go Assurance for a little bit more damage. Or should we fly? Steel? I don't think Steel resists flying. I think Fly is our strongest move. We only need Murkrow for this Pokemon, so let's just go for the Fly. Let's get out of the way. See what he does. Try to confuse us. We do connect. Not enough. It is resisted. It's going for Confuse Ray, which is fine. That actually gives me a safe chance to heal. We can heal, or we can attack and kill it. I'm assuming he's going to heal. So we're going to heal too. We're going to go for a Super Potion. Assuming that he's going to heal his Pokemon as well. So that we're both in the fight. There's the Hyper Potion. It's got a one-up me right there. We'll go for Assurance. We're confused. I forgot about that. Murkrow, buddy. Flash Cannon. Oof. Alright, Murkrow, here's your chance. Lucky Duckies are not on our side today. Try to sleep us after that. We're going in a Luxray. Drop its attack. We probably should have led Luxray. He hits harder. Because we're evenly matched. Spark does half damage. Confuse Ray. I wrote down Hypnosis but not Confuse Ray. I should have definitely brought the berry for that. Confuse. Lucky Duckies are on our side because they weren't the last two times. And that takes care of the Bronzor. No, it does not! Holds on with one and puts us to sleep. That is some major cheese right there. We're gonna burn an Awakening. Do we have an Awakening? We use the Lava Cookie. Wake up! Flash Cannon. We're straight electric, so it's not gonna be terrible. We Spark just in case he heals again. Okay, if he goes Steelix, Luxray is useless because he's ground type. If he goes Bastiodon, we might stay in for some Thunders. Steelix. Yes, we're switching. We're going Gastrodon. Yeah, Gastrodon definitely looks Ben 10-ish. Okay, he's only a level higher than us. And we outspeed. Good job. Go for the Surf. Is it enough? It's looking pretty good. It's looking great. Good job, Gastrodon. Okay, 2 down. 1 to go. Sending in Bastiodon. It was Rock Steel, which means fighting's gonna be our best bet, but we don't have any fighters. Let's see. We will stay in, and we'll try a Mud Bomb. Bastiodon's so cool, though. Oh, what's this? My last one. This is where we make our stand. Let's go for Mud Bomb. How much work are we going to get done here? Yo. Okay. Drop that accuracy. It's coming in with a flash cannon. Doesn't hurt that bad. It's resisted. We're not done yet. There's no giving up. We just mud bomb again. We miss. Ancient power. Misses. I missed. I missed. I missed. Yo, rude. He's gonna rest, which means he's asleep, which means if we can connect 2 mud bombs, we win. Did he just... That's really clever, actually. Rest Chesto Berry. Alright, I see you. Okay, there's a high damage roll right there. His accuracy has dropped 2 stages now. He's gonna rest, but doesn't have a Chesto Berry. So now he's asleep. He's trying that cheese. Go for Mud Bomb. That hits hard. And he's asleep. Dude, this is very nice. That's game. Good job, Gastrodon. That Bastrodon is what I was afraid of. 1662. Level 36. There we go. Our sturdy Pokemon defeated. My wallet filled. What? I don't even know what that says. Something about sold someone a shoe. You were strong enough to take down my prized team of Pokemon. In recognition of that power, I give you this, the Mind Badge. Soldier? Boy? Oh, okay. Up. In. This. It's fine. It said no. Soldier Boy up in this. No. Down we go. I feel like there's an easier way to escape this. Let's go this way. Nope. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Johnny B, leave me alone. Hey, that's the Mind Badge. Good going. You're tough enough to consider becoming the Pokemon champ. Of course, I'm tougher, so it's not going to actually happen. Anyways, Aedifex, come with me to the library. But heals. Okay, let's take this berry away from you. Put Cranidos back in the front. Okay. I think Murkrow is actually lower than Luxray. Also, Rorik is the first gym leader's dad. No, Byron. Byron is the first gym leader, Rorik's dad. Right? Byron's Rorik's dad. Rorikstead. I am from Rorikstead. Yeah, I thought that was actually pretty cool. No. Rorik was the first gym leader. And this is Byron. Byron is Rorik's dad. No. Byron's his dad. He literally just said my son. Hey, Aedifex, over here, this way. Quit screaming in the library. The steel type is the rock types. Yeah. Okay, Gramps, I brought Aedifex, like I said. Alright, I'll be out of here. Okay, I get it. Everyone is used, finally. Aedifex, everyone, listen. You may have forgotten already, but I study the evolution of Pokemon. But the more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. Pokemon that evolve, and those that don't. What makes them different from each other? Do those that are immature as living beings evolve into ones more mature? If so, what do we make of the legendary Pokemon that don't evolve? That dramatic walk away, don't look at them. Are we to assume that the legendary Pokemon are complete as creatures? This is where you three come in. In the 3 lakes of Sinnoh, there are said to be Mirage Pokemon. If we can obtain data on them, I may shed some light on how the process of Pokemon evolution works. I need help from each of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these Pokemon that are considered to be mirages. What are you saying? I didn't get no Pokedex, because you're a nerd! Professor stares into the distance. The cries of his awful experiments fill his ears. The heck? You were fighting a gym battle 1 minute and I looked away and now you're in school? I'm just that good, bruh. We're at the library, actually. And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give you a Pokedex? But that's water under the bridge. Seeing Pokemon with your own eyes is important for you becoming a better trainer. Oh, I'm dramatic, sorry. You can count me in. Aedifex, you'll go too, won't you? I would have made all of you go regardless. Anyway, you can't make me. You're not my real dad. Now there are 3 lakes. Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. You should therefore split up and investigate the lakes individually. Don, you go to Lake Verity. Will do. Johnny B, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. No, Johnny B, such a Chad move. He said, no, you didn't get a Pokedex, Johnny, shut up. He didn't even give him one afterwards. He's just like, no, you didn't get one. Loser. That would take you almost to Snow Point City. The road there is harsh. I need a tough trainer to go. Yeah, of course. Gramps, you know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hottest. And that leaves Aedifex with Lake Valor. The lake is between Veilstone and Pastoria, if memory serves. Oh, snap! Has it stopped? Are all of you unharmed? Let's go outside, but be careful. I'm concerned about the city. I'll just wait here. Aedifex, hurry along, but beware of aftershocks. Earthquake! The mountain that leads to Snow Point is the worst? Oh no. He totally just sent his kids to the lake with the worst climate of all 3. That tremor, that wasn't a natural occurrence. Hey, old dude and kids, something big just happened. They're saying there is a huge explosion in Lake Valor. Kaboom! Like that. Cramps! I'm going to the lake. I have a bad feeling about this. Loud explosion? Totally just... That Johnny B can't stand still. Send the children. In effect, I'm worried about Lake Valor. I have no idea what is taking place. You must find out. But before you go, let me stress. Don't get in over your head. We will try to join you as soon as we inspect Lake Verity. Aedifex, you'll be okay, won't you? Of course I will. I'm the main character. Where are we going? Let's see. She wants to D. She wants to D. Let's see. We've got strength already. It's trying to tell me to go to places to use strength. We need to go to Valor. So I'm pretty sure the professor is trying to slightly off Johnny B without it being directly his fault. Oh, Johnny B, if only you went to this really dangerous place. I don't know what would happen. Celestion, Veilstone, Pastoria. We can't fly to the lake, so we'll go to Pastoria. All right, to the lake we go. What am I doing? We have a bike. Okay, we can't ride our bike inside. What are we doing? We have a... Click. We have a bike! Woo! Excuse me, children. Danger awaits. Can't ride my bike. Lake Valor. Something's wrong. Haha. Next stop, Lake Verity. The closest civilization in that hick town called Twin Leaf. We can roll in there completely unopposed. What? Oh no! Oh no! Magikarp is weakly flopping about. Professor Oak's voice echoes, there's a time and place for everything, but not now. What? These little Magikarps. Who would do such a thing? Probably those people, but let's keep looking. Ah, oh my god, Travis, walk in a line. Okay, so I gotta fight these guys. Oh, we're gonna fight this guy. Who the F is Professor Oak? Get out of my head! Alright, they're probably gonna be in their 30s, which means Cranidos is super under-leveled. Yep, 32. Cranidos is 26. Okay, so not terrible. Let's go for it. Wing attack. I'm rock type, bro. I'm still 5 levels below you, though. 6 levels below you. I can math. I would just love for Cranidos to actually learn a rock type move. Okay, cool. We tried. It's the last thing they will ever expect, bruh. Yes, Johnny B. Go up to this mountain while the absolute coldest climate in the region. We'll give you any mountain climbing equipment, cold weather gear, or Pokedex so he can know how to best handle any living creatures that he encounters. Just good luck. So we spark. Only get half the XP. Krogunk. We're gonna switch again. Cranidos, back to the front. We're gonna switch back and forth for that XP. Also, is it weird that we have rock and ground typing? Yes, it's very weird. I feel it's very redundant and I don't like it. Gastrodon. Rock and ground seems to be, yeah, very redundant. There doesn't really need to be both. Because they're both pretty close to the same, too. Like, they're almost weak to the same things. Swagger. So we're getting +2 attack, but we're going to get confused. The Lucky Duckies have not been kind to us today. Let's see what they say. Lucky Duckies, say no. Mud Bomb again. Sucker Punch. Snapped out of confusion. Good job. Rock Pokemon pretty much learn all ground moves. They do. Like ice and water makes sense, but they had fire and lava type it would be like, eh. The only point for ground over rock is being able to hit flying Pokemon. So they just need to balance their types. I'm not even going to give you an item. Or heals, I should say. Okay. So that big group is the one we want to fight for the story. Let's fight these guys for some XP. I'll punish you in place of our boss for defying Team Galactic. There's the only reason that there's rock and ground is for type coverage. Krogunk. Ice type and snow type. That's basically what they did. Cranidos has Mold Breaker. So we go to Gastrodon. You're poison fighting. We're going to teach you Sucker Punch. Poison fighting learns dark type move. Revenge, we didn't do anything to you. Okay, it doesn't do that much. Mud bomb. But correct me if I'm wrong, flying is one of the worst types to have just because of how many weaknesses it already has, yes? Flying type is pretty weak to a lot of things. It's weak to ice, it's weak to electric, it's weak to rock. I think that's the only 3 actually. No, I think everything's weak to 3 things. Which is why they made 18 types. We want Granados on the front for the XP. Yeah, rock's weak to everything. Rock's weak to water, ice, fighting, ground, steel. And then we switch back to Luxray. Fairy's probably the most busted type still. I think Fairy's only weak to poison and steel, right? Alright, we're gonna get Whirlwinded out. Into... Murkrow, okay. Rock and Grass have the most weaknesses. I knew Rock was... Are they tied? I knew Rock was the worst. Grass is weak to fire, flying, ice. What else is it weak to? Fire, flying, ice. Yeah, I used to think Fairy was weak to fire, but nope. Bug and poison. Bug is actually a surprisingly good type. It's good against grass, it's good against dark, it's good against psychic. We'll just Pursuit. It's just funny when they give you things like Bulbasaur, who's grass poison, so he's not weak against poison. But yeah, Bug is like deceptively good. They're just weak Pokemon. Ever heard the theory that psychic type weakness are based off of real fears? No, I haven't, but that makes sense. Dark, Bug, and Ghost. That makes sense. Okay, so let's take this guy on. What do you want? Are you one of those nitwits we fooled into guarding the entrance? But it doesn't matter who you are, it's too late to make any difference. Things are going to get really interesting now. All the legendary Pokemon are to be brought to our HQ in Veilstone. Okay, so let's go see this other guy before we go in the cave. Did we fight that guy? Or did we miss that guy? Even Team Galactic has no use for Magikarp. Worthless, all of them. Or Steel type is the most resistant type. Okay, so we're gonna fight Saturn, I believe. Apparently in Japan, the dark type is called the evil type. Ooh. So it is resistant to normal, flying, poison, rock, bug, grass, bug, steel, grass, psychic, ice, dragon, and fairy. Nice. I think that's the play. Let's see. They catch the lake spirits first, right? Like, I'm not about to encounter... But one well-placed fire attack and it's Denzo. We need a steel water type. Empoleon is a steel water type. That's what you get for hating on him. But it's weak to the 3 most common types in the game. Yes, no worries. Okay, cool. The mission is proceeding without a hitch. The boss should be pleased. Everything is for everyone and for the good of Team Galactic.
Women need to learn everything they can about their options.
Let's
and
not play ads for me, please. Thank you. My walkthrough just randomly likes to play ads, even though it's been open for an hour and a half. I thought he was ice steel. No, he's water steel. The starters never changed from their main type. Talk openly about your options, son. He's a starter, definitely water. Yeah. No, they never change. They're always a secondary type, but they never change from their main type. Let's see. There we go. You're the child who raided the Team Galactic building in Eterna. Jupiter should be ashamed of herself being beaten by a child. But anything and anyone that opposes Team Galactic must be crushed. Even with the very thought of opposition will not be tolerated. I, Wolverine, will stop you. He's a starter, definitely water. Yeah, the starters never change their main type. They'll have a secondary type, but they never change. Yeah, Empoleon's actually pretty good. Let's see. Reassurance. By the way, yes. Can't use items anymore. Cool, I didn't have any in the first place. I have a pet dinosaur. I know, I saw him. Or were you telling Mal? I was literally at your house yesterday. Bronzor is really annoying. Steel Psychic. So, Luxray. Please, please, please tell me you quoted TFS, Mel. Because I read that in Android 16's voice. You what? And I'm really hoping you're telling Mal you have a pet dinosaur, because like I said, I was literally at your house yesterday. Spark times 2. Is it enough? Almost. Bronzor is paralyzed and can't move. Spark. Toxicroak. We switch into Gastrodon. Wait, is its name Goku? Roshi Yoshi. Must kill son Goku. Level 37. An actual Toxicroak, which will just Mud Bomb again. Is he? Oh, he holds on. And he's got a berry. Not Goku, not Bird, not interested. Ooh. That hurts. I think we win though. Oh, we're poisoned. Status conditions are not my friend. Okay, we did kill him though. Defeated Commander Saturn. You, my friend, are tough. I can see what. Okay, it just randomly skips it. Even I, Commander, only managed to buy us time, but that's fine. A child like you will never be able to stem the flow of time. Team Galactic will get the 3 legendary Pokemon of the lakes. With their power, we will create an entirely new universe. By now, Mars should have captured the Pokemon of Lake Verity. Oh no. Okay, we need to get out of here. And fly. We gotta go home. Okay, let's heal first. Hi, Mom. There was a giant explosion. I just need to take a nap real quick. Let's see. We lead Luxray again. I think we XP share the Granados with how far behind he is. Alright. On my way to save the world. It's a reference to when Goku told the bird to go teach a dinosaur to ride a ball. What am I missing? Ah, Aedifex, what timing? These galactic scoundrels are after the legendary Pokemon. You've got to help Dawn. Oh no. A double battle. That's just rude. In order for us to bring peace to the world, we must control it. Team 4-star parody. It's art in its purest form. It's a double battle, but one of you has 3 Pokemon and the other one has 1. Okay. Let's crunch the Silcoon and let's Mega Drain the Glameow. I just need me my Kid Buu saga though. Oh, barely holds on. Fairy swipes on the Grottle. That defense though. Grottle evolves early though, doesn't it? Grottle evolves into Torterra at 32. Or is it late and it's 36? Poison Sting is super effective. And a crit. And I'm poisoned. God dang it! Why are you like this? $36, dang it. Fairy swipes on Grottle because why not? Go for the cut. Decent damage. Grottle's hurt by poison. Golbat. It just flails around wildly. Spark the Golbat. Let's get that health back. By the way, there is a Pokemon with no weaknesses. Well, 27. Captivate, what does that do? Electros with Levitate. Oh, yeah. That's its hidden ability, isn't it? Electros is actually a really good Pokemon, too. Let's get some of that health back. Second place is Shedinja. Shedinja actually has quite a few weaknesses though. It has Wonder Guard, so it only gets hurt if it's super effective, but it's Fire Ghost, so it's weak to Dark. He's weak to... Oh, he's Bug Ghost. He's weak to Fire, Flying, Dark. Ghost is weak against Ghost, isn't it? Or is that just Dragon that's weak to itself? Fury Swipes again. Wonder Guard is broken. It is, but you like have to be very specific about getting a Shedinja. And as cool as it is, its stats aren't that great, so it's not like it's a totally busted Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Shedinja. It's a really cool design. Shedinja has 5 weaknesses. Mega Shedinja. RIP Mega Evolutions. Sad. Alright, so Grottle's gonna die. So I'm gonna go home real quick. Grottle survived the poison. The poisoning faded away. Which means he has like 1 health left. Hi Mom, I'm back. I'm gonna take another nap. Me in real life though. What'd you do today? I took a nap. What are you gonna do after that? Probably take a nap. Don't you get Shedinja by evolving that one Pokemon into Ninjask? You evolved Nincada to Ninjask, but you have to have the Nincada holding a Pokeball and having an empty spot in your team. So it's basically the shed skin becomes its own Pokemon. I was hoping Poltegeist would have Wonder Guard, but I don't know if they're going to give it to anyone else. I don't think so. I think it's a Shedinja only. He's a Cicada Husk. I'll knock your Pokemon into orbit. If this mission is successful, we get a nice bonus. So who's excited for October 4th? I'm pretty excited. Like we were talking about earlier though, they said it's a 24-hour live stream. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 30 minutes to an hour worth of content just looped. So that way everybody has a chance to see it. I don't think it's gonna be a full-on stream. What's on the 4th? Get that new footage. There's a 24-hour live stream on Pokemon's Twitch channel on the 4th. It's going to be in the first forest area, and we're going to get, I think they said 4 or 5 new Pokemon was what people are guessing. But yeah, it's a 24. I'm hoping for a badass new bug. I hope so too. They haven't showed any new bug Pokemon at all. Like, I actually like bug Pokemon. But yeah, it's a 24-hour live stream, and it's all day. But I like bugs. I'm pretty sure it's only going to be like 30 minutes to an hour worth of content just looped. It'd be really cool if it was a legitimate 24-hour live stream, because if that's the case, there's actually really good chances of us seeing a shiny. For 24 hours, yeah, there's no way playing in a single forest in the beginning of the game for 24 hours, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be strength. Pretty sure it's just going to be a pre-recorded thing, or they do play for a couple of, like an hour or so and then just loop it. Okay, that's okay. Only hit twice. Night Slash on Cranidos. Almost enough. I remember remember 2 months ago when Sword and Shield were forever away and we would die before we got to play it? Simpler times. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, we're only 7 weeks away from Sword and Shield. It's not very effective. Poison resists dark. And a Glameow. We're going to Crunch. And we're going to Assurance. Screams externally. Oh, didn't go for the weak Granados. Okay. That's what I would have done. And we got Spidey back. We did get Spidey back. Double battles were my favorite. I forgot about those. Best month of the year. Double battles were fun until you play Diamond and Pearl and they're everywhere and it's kind of annoying. Like, I like double battles. Don't tell my wife I said that. 28. And Ancient Power. Oh my god, a rock move. Yes, we will learn a rock move. Let's get rid of Takedown. So, Granados is level 40, not 30, correct? I think 30? Oh, that would be nice. We don't need a heal Granados, we're not going to use him. That face, it brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Windworks. Got a whole lot of trouble for that little incident. What's that look on your face? You don't remember me, do you? Fine, whatever, I'll tell you who I am again. I'm Mars, one of Team Galactic's commanders. So what is it? Are you some lovey-dovey couple to the rescue? Not a chance, not even a teeny one. You're all going down. Are we double battling? No, just me. I watched Far From Home the day before they announced his return to the MCU. I was sad the whole time seeing all the setup for future movies that would have been trashed. I haven't seen Far From Home yet. We'll Spark. Toxic? That's just rude. What are you doing with Toxic? Wait, are y'all a couple? This dude just shipped you and Dawn out loud, then decided to fight you. Let's see. We'll Spark again. I doubt they heal. It's not a gym battle. I've got Toxic Poison though, so I need to get rid of that before it becomes a problem. X-Ray is hurt by poison. I hate when you get hurt by poison when nothing's going on like that. That's just rude. We'll stay in. We're going to get rid of that poison. That's our priority. Antidote. Use. I like how Feige basically left the door open saying, oh, it's one movie, but Spider-Man can enter other universes, so who knows what could happen? Looking over to other Sony Entertainment lady was smiling ear to ear. Okay, so we're confused. So what's the actual deal? What did they get worked out? Are they just doing one more movie to finish the saga? Or did they work it out so that he's back in the MCU long term? Oof. Luxray, those lucky duckies are not on our side. There we go. I don't think a Sparks is enough to take on the Bronzor. Bronzor is actually really good. We might lose. Okay, we're not losing Luxray to this. We don't have hyper potions, so let's just drop this real quick. 25-75 split. Spidey appears in one movie and get another movie of his own. After that, who knows? Spidey will have one more full-length movie and one more MCU non-Spidey film. That's good enough. At least they can set him up to go off and do his own thing until they can work something else out. Thunder. We're confused. I forgot. I didn't hurt myself, but I missed. Not very effective. We're still confused. And we hurt ourselves. But they said they have no clue after that, other than he can be used in any other Sony property outside MCU. My fear is that they will be less likely to use Osborn for fear that Sony will pull the rug out from under them. Probably. They probably won't set too much up. No. They'll probably just finish him off and be like, make it safe so that if they can't keep him, you know? Luxray, dude, it's an 85% chance. What are you doing? And we're confused again. Okay, let's just cheese real quick. Let's get fully healed. Iron defense. That's not annoying at all. Maybe use Doom as the Earth-based villain instead of Osborn, even though Doom is way too OP. I mean, that'd be a good way for them to bring Fantastic Four in, and then they can set up future Foundation Spider-Man. So if they do get him back, Bronzor has Levitate. Cool. Or we can get Doc Ock Spider-Man. Superior Spider-Man. Lucky Duckies are on our side. Bombastic Bagman. Confuse it. I'm down for that. Critical hit. Did next to nothing. Alright, Lucky Duckies. I just need one more, please. They're not on our side today. Extra sensory. I hate that animation. Okay, Water Pulse. No more confusion. Kill the Bronzor. I feel like maybe instead of Lucario, we should get a Bronzor on our team. We'll stay in for Perugly. Bronzor Evo looks dumb. It does, but I mean, if its stats are as good, because this is still. Oh my god! Okay. Ow. Pseudo legendary over Bronze Frisbee. I mean, Lucario is like overhyped, and our Riolu is going to be level 1 this late in the game. It's going to take a lot to evolve him. Crunch does a decent amount. Spark with Stab would probably do better. Hypnosis. Come on. He deserves... in? No, demands your respect and love. Don't need antidote. Chesterberry. Lucario's best boy. All right, furries, you need to calm down. Travis's hot take. Lucario's okay. Literally just put us back to sleep. Are you serious? All right, we'll just stay in. And let this Perugly beat us up while we're asleep. Okay, cool. We woke up in one turn. It's enough. I didn't include Incineroar. That is a true fairy. That's fair. I'll give you that one. Player defeated Commander Mars. Why did it say player and not Aedifex? That was weird. I lost again. So first the Windworks and now Lake Faraday that I owe you for? This shouldn't be happening to Team Galactic's commander. Calm down, Mars. I've done my part in all of this. My mission was to transport the Lake's Pokemon to our HQ. That's right. I accomplished my mission without a problem. Team, we're pulling out. The boss is waiting at the HQ. The Pokemon of the three lakes are connected somehow. Thanks to Saturn's grandstanding at Lake Valor, a cavern appeared there. It was the cavern where the Pokemon Mesprit slept. Mesprit appeared too, probably to go help its friends. That worked out well for us. It was super easy to catch. It is not super easy to catch. So now we've got them all. Mesprit, the being of emotion. Azelf, the being of willpower. Uxie, the being of intelligence. Now that we have them all, we can look forward to what you can look forward to what plans Team Galactic has for them. I see. This also occurred at Lake Valor. Another legendary Pokemon was taken away by Team Galactic. They're actually like doing their plan though. Like Team Magma and all that, they get there and they're like, oh, this is a bad idea. Let's not do that. This team has captured 3 legendary Pokemon. I'm just putting that out there. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact that you're unharmed is reason enough to celebrate. But what about Lake Acuity? Is Johnny B safe? No one gives a shit. It's Johnny B. I mean, oh no. Yeah, but they are tiny fairies. Yeah, but they still have a ridiculous capture rate. Okay, so, I think we hit a Eterna or Celestic. Of course he isn't safe, he's Johnny B. Not giant primordial figures of eternal fury. Elemental fury. Fly. This is where we're headed. Just no point. So let's go from Eterna. We need to get a good amount of healing items. Let's see. Route 216 and 217 are very long. The weather condition will be hard. It'll be snowy. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Freshwater and soda pop and lemonade are cheaper than super potions and do the same amount. Let's see, heal your Pokemon. Surf Strength, Defog, Rock Smash. We don't need Defog because we're going to cheese it and look at the map. We need a train though. Where's the Veilstone? I'm gonna go to Veilstone for the department store real quick. Let's Man probably looked at the Frosty Mountain and said, I can't get frostbite. I'm too hot for that. Then climbed in his Speedo. That was great. Okay, so we're going to the 5th floor. Fifth floor. Person operating the elevator for me. How much do they do? We'll buy one of each. Freshwater does 50. Oops, definitely didn't mean to buy another one. Let's get a soda pop. And a lemonade. Shall you stop it? Let's see. 60, 80. Okay, let's buy like 8, 9, and 9. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is not annoying at all. 4. Figured we could just buy them from somebody. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, now we can't be as spammy. Was the real most wanted feature in Pokemon games? Faster vending machines, please. The option to buy in bulk. This dude sitting at the table is just hearing me like getting like 10 of every drink. I'm just shoving them in my backpack. It's like, what is that kid doing? How much do we have? You decided to not buy a drink. That's not true. Okay, we need 3 more soda pops. We need 2 more soda pops. 1 more. Okay, so there's 1 lemonade. 2 lemonades. I love that you can buy Moo Moo milk by the dozen. That is pretty great. 3 lemonades. I guess technically that's 4 because we already had one. 5. 6. 7. Almost done. 8. 9. Johnny B has probably pulled an Ash and got himself trapped in the ice cave due to an avalanche and has been telling himself snow puns to keep himself sane. There's no way I could die up here. I'm too cool and collected, Johnny B. In Gen 5, you can randomly get a second free one in the vending machines. That's cool. I just see my character like coming back from the elevator, like arms full of drinks. Okay, I'm ready to go. All right, let's see. $37, $34, $36. Cranidos and Grottle need some grinding. Where can we go? Go to Pastoria. $35 is recommended for where we're going, so. Shane, where's the guy with the blissey? You're that lady that goes in the restaurant and buys a burger for your dog? No, not for you, exclusively for your dog. Above Salacion Town. The town with the daycare. Okay. Salacion. Okay. Blessing means XP. Up we go. Do you know where he happens to be? It's on the left side of the tall grass. There are twins and he is above her. Use the versus secret to battle over and over again. Bonita. Can't escape. Yes, you can. You're faster than a level 19, Bonita. Come on. Can't escape. This is so... Yes, you can. 10 levels fat. 10 level over. Can't even talk. Got away safely. But not until we do some unnecessary damage to you. The other kid gives you 500-ish XP, and the baby gives you over 1,000. Also, Wild Chance can give you a lucky egg, and they are in that area. Does he not have a blissey? Oh, I haven't fought these people before. Stunky and Glammeow. He has a baby chance. I can't remember that. A Happiny. I thought it was the opposite. I thought he had a blissey. Rock Smash. Nice. I was trying to Razor Leaf to hit both, but you know, that works. Smoke screen. But that's what I used to get my Riola to level 40 in 2 days with only like 6 hours of gameplay. Okay, that's fair. We might stop there for the night so I can just grind off screen then. Toxic, why would you do this? Toxic is like ridiculously common in this game apparently. That's not cool. I abused my Versus Seeker. Well, that's what we did at the end of Leaf Green to get some of our starter evolutions. There was 2 double battles that you could do back to back. And they gave a decent amount of XP each time. They had a lot of poison Pokemon for the Pasteria Swamp. Poison's not that big of a deal. It's the fact that they all have Toxic. No. Okay. Getting attacked. Oh no, it's a Ponyta that we're probably not fast enough to run away from. But you know who is? Luxray. They had a lot of the, I remember the RIP Amulet Coin, by the way. I'm playing X in all Lex and all number out about no what? Autocorrect, bro. What other poison moves are they gonna have though? There's acid, there's poison jab, there's a bunch of poison moves. Toxic is ridiculous though, because toxic poison does more damage every single turn. Let's see, key items. Yeah, because somehow my bicycle fits in my backpack. And the can't ride the bicycle through the tall grass. Also, the X and Y garden minigame is peak Pokemon. I love it. What's the garden minigame? The Friend Safari thing? Where you rock around in the little... Dang it, I didn't want to do that. I pressed Y because I was trying to use my bike. This guy, right? Basically, you get to have an entire farm to get berries, and you have to mulch, water, weed, and do pest controls. It's totes adorbs. I would hate that. If it's anything like the islands and the little island in Sun and Moon, I did not have fun. I brushed my party a lot, so we're ready for a rematch. It's totes adorbs. Is this the guy you're talking about? He says it every time, but they never evolve. His baby Pokemon hate him, and yes, it's him. Okay, I got a whole 81 XP. I already feel like this is not the dude. It's supposed to be an Elekid. This is Diamond, not Platinum, homie. They're different games. You did play Platinum. Although there is one thing that we can do now. He does have a Happiny. You're realizing it after me, but reading it after you realize. He does have a Happiny. Let's see how much XP this gets. $463 is decent. Not what I want though. It's gonna take too long. What the heck? Why is it so different in Platinum? Because it's a remake. / sequel. Let's take a look. Where is a good place to train then? Where were we? Canalave City. Gonna go back to Iron Islands. We will use the Versus Seeker in there. Wrong guy. Wrong way. We'll get there eventually. There we go. Yes. Was it? Yeah, it's pretty different actually. Oh, we're just gonna go really slow. Oh, okay. Waiting for the bridge. Can we just fast travel there? Can we fly to Iron Islands? Because that would be nice. I am the failure. No, you're fine, dude. It's okay. This would be a better place to train, though. First Gibble. And now this. It's all good. We do have strength now, so if we wanted to go back and try to get Gibble, we could. It's going for rollout, which is gonna suck. Not too bad. Let's get a little bit of that health back. See how much we're getting. It's level 29 Graveler. 277 and 277. Cranidos gets to 29. Let's see. Let's check what level Cranidos evolves. If it's 30 or 40. If it's 40, if it's 30, we'll evolve him and then we'll call it a night. If it's 40, then I'm gonna grind in between now and our next stream. Let's see. Level 30, okay. Let's get ourselves a Rampardos before we call it a night. Let's actually put him up front. Let's get ourselves a Rampardos before we call it a night. Okay, Graveler level 30. Rock Smash. Just decent. Rock Blast. That hurts a lot. And hits multiple times. Got it. Okay then. He said, no, you don't get one. Use next Pokemon. We'll go to Grottle. Let's get some more of that health back. We'll revive him real quick. This is why we want to evolve him, though. He's so weak right now. And Rampardos isn't amazing, but he definitely is better than Cranidos as far as stats are concerned. We just got Grottle to level 30. Let's revive our little dinosaur. He's almost leveled up. We can buy more revives. And a freshwater. Cool. Oh yeah, we snuck past you last time. Maybe we have a battle, please? That'll be something to lighten up this boring picnic with. Isn't Bastiodon better than Rampardos? Definitely, as far as design and stats. But that's in Pearl, and I don't have a copy of Pearl yet. I have to go buy one. Especially considering I'm almost done with Omega Ruby for the YouTube playthrough. That means Pearl's next, so. The fossils are better in Pearl, but I like Dialga better than I like Palkia. I have one, I'm not using it. You have a Bastiodon? Let's see. Ancient Power. Has Bite on it, but I think it works. No Pearl. Oh, you do have Pearl. We'll test it, and if it does work, I would love to borrow it. Okay, we'll go for a strength. Are you trying to eat your Pokemon cartridges? Ooh. Alright, that should be enough to kill it. Oh my gosh, it holds on. We're gonna have to heal, otherwise we're gonna die. It's a Ramune, that's adorable. Were you trying to eat the cartridge again? No, it's only with Switch cartridges. And no, Puppy Thea got a hold of it back when we first got her. Oh. Yeah, test it out real quick, and if it works, I will definitely borrow it, because it's just for the YouTube series. Assurance for the kill. That's what someone who would try to eat the cartridge would say. 750 XP, that's decent. Send out Cherim. We'll stay in and then we'll switch. Get the half XP. It's better than nothing. Shh. Bag. No, we want Pokemon. Let's just go to Murkrow. We're gonna get that that dinosaur. Hey, Super Meat Boy. Was it gonna solar beam me? Oh my god. You and your 4 HP are going down. Oh no, it lives. We're getting solar beamed. It's okay. Wow, that is quite the animation. Ooh, and a crit. Okay, I see you. Tiny adorable cherry Pokemon blast enormous laser. I'm a fire and a laser. Alright, 441. Murkrow gets a level up. Murkrow wants to learn Feint Attack. Does how much? Does 60. It doesn't miss though. Pursuit does 40. Let's get rid of Pursuit. Feint Attack's a better move, it won't miss. You're not gonna win if we play around like that. This child had Cherim with a solar beam on it. And it just acts like it's no big deal. Okay, let's get Cranidos healed up, and let's get Murkrow healed back up. Feint Attack has a chance to flinch other Pokemon, right? It does. No, I didn't want to summary on the Murkrow. Summary on the egg. Will it hatch from this? It doesn't seem close to hatching. Of course not. We only got it today, so. That's right, this is our second time in Iron Island today. So left is where most of the trainers are. I can't use the versus recorder down here? Versus Seeker? What? Not in caves now. That's just rude. Well, I was just reading that as you tried it. That's dumb. It's the only reason I went back here. Rock smash. I guess we just go back to our cheese tactics then and lead Grottle and put on a XP share. Because we get destroyed by rock moves. Chain it works? What works? Pearl works or the Versus Seeker works? That startup screen nostalgia though. Okay, Pearl. Okay. I was like, it definitely didn't work. What? Did he hold on with one? Because I was pretty sure he was dead. Oh my god. The whole single HP. Give me that one health. I'm stealing it. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we're just gonna lead Grottle and XP share the Cranidos. Could not think of its name. Because we're almost at a level up. And then we'll call that a night once we get our evolution. 14:23 to go. If we're getting 3 something per fight, we've got about 5 fights. Okay, so we got a Geodude. It's so weird when we fight with Grottle because it had Rock Smash and I went to the move deleter. So a level 30 Pokemon that only knows 3 moves is just like, wait, what? So I'll have to find a good place to grind 160. We need 1420. Okay. That's alright, we got some time. Super Repel. My whole team just got beat by a Dedenne. What do you have on your team in order to get beat by that? Let's get some health back. How far are you in the game, too? Ooh, is it enough? It is. We should get full health from that. Frogadier, Torchic, Honedge, Farfetch'd, and Ivysaur. That's an interesting team. That's, let's see, has only 2 weaknesses to electric. Okay. Oh, I did need to go that way. Golbat! I just love how much it freaks out. I only have 1 badge, but they're all level 25 and up. Can't escape. Oh yeah, Grottle's slower than a slug. Air Cutter, cool. Super effective. Can we please get away? Thank you. If Iron Island doesn't suit you well, you might as well keep training on Route 221 or 218 since there's not much difference in the XP anyway. That's what I'm thinking. I think we're gonna evolve our Cranidos tonight, and then I will head to the next route and start training. Because we've only got 2 badges left, and then we're done with the story. And that was the plan, to finish the story tomorrow, so. Okay, so we Razor Leaf. That should be enough. Oh, okay. I see you. And I keep forgetting Grottle doesn't get its ground type until Torterra. I'm like, I shouldn't be getting hit by Sandstorm. I'm straight grass right now. If I can find a Steelix, that would be nice. That's some good XP. Now, if the Versus Seeker worked for gym leaders, that would be pretty cool. Alright, how much do we have left? 712. So if I can get like another Onyx or another Graveler, we get another Golbat. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's not even try to run from it. Let's just go into Luxray. Because trying to run with a Grottle is why we're getting hurt. He's way too slow. He's a turtle. Because Kratos is getting half the XP no matter what. That's what I was trying to avoid. Spark should one-shot it. There we go. Yeah, Kratos gets half the XP anyway. He only needs 700 something. He's getting 366. So let's get an Onyx. Would be nice. Graveler might be enough. 32. Let's lead with a Mega Drain so we can get that health back. Also, I made an Edgelord team in Goldex that's super well balanced. And what? Holds on with barely any health. And roll out. Ouch. An Edgelord team in Goldex. I have no idea what Goldex is. $306. Oh, it's an app. Okay. Making hypothetical teams. Yeah, you need to actually use those teams you make instead of playing the same teams over and over again. Okay, so we've got like 100 XP until we level up, right? I did anime character, edgelord, birds, lizards, 40 XP. You should send me the teams though for the secondary playthroughs. Okay, let's sail back, heal up, and just move on with the story. That way we'll be in the right place when it's time to start again. Because we can just do a random wild battle. Bag. Let's unregister that because I keep trying to ride my bike. Okay. Okay. Clears throat. Sail! Alright, so we'll get healed up. Kranidos needs literally 40 XP. Let's just get to where we need to be. So we're ready for the next stream. And we need to get up to Eterna because we're going up to the lake. Bike. Let's see. Up and around. All right. All right, we got a Geodude. Level 13. We need a Stegosaurus and Utah Raptor fossil Pokemon, by the way. I would love a Stegosaurus fossil Pokemon. Cool. That should definitely be 40 XP. The wild Geodude fainted. Got a whole 135. I'm a Stegosaurus. And it's not even a Stegosaurus. I hate that. What? Granados is evolving? Yay. It's actually really cool. Your Granados evolved into Rampardos. So our count does go up, actually, because we got 2 fossils on purpose when we went to the underground. So that we could have a Granados in the box and our Rampardos in the party. So we actually do get to up our count to 556. And he wants to learn Endeavor. We should do that. An attack move that cuts down the foe's HP equal to the user's HP. Okay. Because he gets hit pretty hard quite often. Let's get rid of Assurance. And the Steg is a grass rock type and the Raptor is a fire rock type. I'd be down for that. That's like some straight up Magic the Gathering dinosaurs. I like that. Hey, my Abomasnow and Go has a dragon type move. Is that weird or did I miss something? What does he have? Okay. Let's take a look at the map. So we're gonna go up Mount Coronet. It's Route 216. Okay. Outrage and Razor Leaf. I think he can learn Outrage. Mount Coronet. Here we go. So let's save the game. We're in the mountain. I need to have him get an ice move so he can be a dragon murderer. Yes, you should do that. Save the game. All right, so that's actually gonna be a really good place to leave off for tonight. We are inside Mount Coronet, heading up to the last lake where Johnny B was sent, and then we'll be getting our 7th gym badge. We did get our Rampardos and actually added that to the count because we had a Granados in the box. So we've gone up a couple in our OCD decks, but that's okay because we're trying to get through the story first. We want to get through the story, and then when we finish that, we go back and catch everything. We're pretty close to getting our Dialga, actually, if I remember correctly. Let's see. We are headed to Lake Acuity, and yeah, we get the badge, and then we go to the Galactic Warehouse, and then we go back to Mount Coronet and catch Dialga. So we will definitely be getting a Dialga next stream. We're getting a gym, we're getting a badge, we're getting a Dialga, and then we're gonna get our last badge, and then we'll go on to the Elite Four, and then we'll catch everything. We actually made Cheese It and just get our badges and get all the places unlocked. If we don't need to fight the Elite Four to catch everything, we might do that. So I'll kind of make a plan in between now and the stream after next. So yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Probably going to be a late night stream tomorrow after I get home from work, so probably around 11:30 midnight, and probably till like 3 or 4. I am going to work on the stream schedule once I get off here. I will post that on all my social media sites. I do post my schedules Sunday night, Monday morning for the week. And our week is Monday to Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. We had a really good stream. We got the next badge. We got some grinding. We got some new Pokemon. So yeah, I think we're doing really good. My plan is a generation. Every 2 weeks is a generation. So we'll finish right before Sword and Shield comes out. We've got 7 weeks till Sword and Shield comes out. 2 badges left and then a catch-a-thon. So we should be finished with Diamond by Friday, Saturday at the very latest. I know X and Y and Sun and Moon will go by really fast. So we need to get there first. But we did a lot. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably tomorrow night. Let's just be realistic. Probably tomorrow night, late stream, and then we'll go from there. Keep an eye out for the stream schedule. If you're not following me on any of the social medias, I'm sure Mallard Kittenhawk will drop those when we're in the end screen. We do have a community Discord if you want to hang out there and talk Pokemon or any other games. Pokemon is the largest thing of my channel right now because of the OCD Dex Challenge and Sword and Shield coming out, but I do play other games, Mario Maker, Overwatch, stuff like that. And we're about to hit October, which means some fun new series are going to be coming up on the YouTube channel. We've got some scary games coming up, recording a couple more before that starts, but look forward to those. Some really spooky stuff. You got to do the Discord. Nightbot doesn't like that link. That's true. I do need to change that. I will do that once we get off here. Before I do the schedule, I'll fix the Discord link. Let me actually do that right now so we can drop the link in the outro scene. Discord. Invite. Set it to never expire. And commands. Discord. Cool. That is updated. All right, guys. The Discord link is fixed now. We will have a stream schedule up tomorrow, and we'll have a game plan for the rest of Diamond. So thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow night. And until next time, I'm Aedifex, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.